Welcome to the Bosporan Kingdom campaign for Divinity Et Impera 1.2.8. In the last part, we continued our push against the Parthians, and we took their capital, Nissa, which is a pretty valuable capital to take. We also took the last settlement on this side, Et Impera. So that means that Parthian is now reduced to a single settlement here, which is Kath. Now, Kath isn't exactly the most valuable of regions to have, but it's a bit difficult to get to because it's a fair amount of distance away, which can be a little bit of a pain in the neck, to be honest. And there was two armies here, but one of them seems to have disappeared. So we're going to need to check out that. Before we get into the gameplay, I just wanted to add an interesting comment that somebody posted about artillery armies, because of course there's this flaw that when you attack a minor settlement with an artillery army, they invariably come out because you've got superiority with what you could call missile fire. And what was actually suggested is that you play without artillery. Now if you're playing as the Romans or a Hellenic faction, that's possibly an option once you get to the mid to late game, because they've got such strong field units that you could probably take down any settlement just by using standard siege equipment. But there are some factions like the barbarians that you really do need the artillery to take on the Romans and the Hellenic factions, because otherwise the only other way you can beat these armies is by always ensuring that you have two full stack armies against one stack army on the opposition. So I was kind of thinking about it as a possible compromise for, I would say, the mid to late game. And what struck me is the fact that, I mean, what you could do is create an artillery army, say with a general, 2 pieces of artillery, and say 6 archers, which means that they would be very vulnerable for an attack in the field. So they'd always have to be supported by another army, because because even a very low level army could beat them, because artillery is effective, but it's only effective if you can keep the opposition, especially the cavalry, away from it. So that might be an option going for a future Let's Play, that will have the rule that an artillery army can only consist of the general, 2 pieces of artillery, and say 6 archers. Possibly also that the artillery armies would only ever be used for what they should be used for, which is attacking walled cities. So that might be an option that we will explore in the next series, just to try and get a bit more balance. Anyway, let's just get down to the gameplay. What we need to do now is push through to try and find out. I'm a little bit kind of worried about that army there being out on his own. I would like to, now this army definitely needs to fall back, because he needs to be rebuilt. So let's just do the easy bits. We'll bring this army back. I brought the Cav army over to chase these guys. So we'll bring the Cav army over to here. Need to keep an eye on the food situation. We're a little bit desperate. Inclination. This guy's going to take a little while to get across, isn't he? We'll put you out that way. Just put him there. I think this army I'm going to push up. Oh, now you're damaged. Get a little bit of a run round. This artillery army, I think we'll bring the artillery army here. What we might be able to do is a little bit of a swap round here, I think. Revive this army. This army needs some archers in it as well. Because what I want to do now is start moving. Actually, this army's in pretty good condition now. It's too far away though. I think because of course what we need to do now is start moving our armies back in preparation. I'm kind of would like to get rid of these guys, but I'm not sure if we can actually engineer a bit there, because they're all at war with Kush. Who hates Kush? No. Yeah, the only problem with supporting Kush in a war against somebody else is the fact that they may not So we're going to have to try and engineer a way to attack these guys. Now, during the end turn, we lost a couple of waves to natural causes. So the first thing we need to do is get in here and find out, right, it's this guy, you need to get married. Looks like it's this one as well. Got a very old general here, so we're going to certainly get him married as well. Of course, that because we've lost a couple of wives, we've also lost some Empire maintenance, so we're going to need to start sending these out so that they can start getting back to, go to Gerara. Gerara is down here, isn't it? These are, yeah. Maybe if we keep hitting them, they might actually give us a province. Not that I really want one, but keep going there. We've completed some research. So we research supply reforms. I think that is this one here. We've got +1 recruitment slots, all provinces, 10% ammunition for all missile units. That should be useful. I think we're going to go back to here now. Philosophy is complete. This is complete. I'm quite interested in actually researching crane mechanics. It doesn't really open up anything that's fantastic, but one thing about crane mechanics, and I think this is going to be a feature in the new update, is it's going to unlock some of the buildings which aren't in the normal tech tree. And when I say buildings not in the tech trees, I think from reading the release notes on the beta submod for it, it's going to be crane mechanics, which is going to unlock the second tier of wonders. And I've got a feeling is that, let me just check, where is our Spice Town? Yeah, it's crane mechanics that is going to be needed to unlock the next tier of the spice ones, which would be, which is this here. So that for 2 squalor, that's going to give us a fairly substantial boost, because of course we now completely control the spice trade, because I think it's this settlement here, isn't it? And there's a couple of settlements that, yeah, we got Pura here as well. And I think there's another one in here somewhere, which actually, so we now control the predominantly the spice trade. I think there's some more spices actually down around in where Kush is. I don't think we can do anything else. Let me just take another look here. Construction report. Right, we got this in Bukhara. I think we'll go, we don't really need that. We don't need growth. I think we can come there. We certainly want to take that up. Oops. It's the character trait report. Okay. I'm assuming this guy is have you picked up any character traits then? It's probably over here, isn't it? Student officer. Construction report. Oh, we got a fisheries over here. I think I certainly would like to take that up for public order, although the public order is a little bit shaky here. Maybe we'll just hold off on that at the moment, because we are building up that. And then we've got a farm in Amel. And we've got plenty of public order here, but that will fade away over time, so we've got to be a little bit careful. But I think we can go to a tier 3 there. We certainly need to get our food up. We'll push out here. We need to get rid of these guys. I think that's all we can do this turn, so. Okay, we've got rebellion. I'm pretty sure I must have an agent in here. And we've got negative food as well. Okay, well now we're in trouble. I think we'll just let this guy grow for the moment. I've got a feeling that there's got to be an agent operating in this area, because there's no way I can keep getting public order issues like this. I'm going to bring you down into here so that we can get rid of this guy again. But what we're going to do is just let him build up, I think. Destruction reports. Right. One thing I did forget to do was move this agent. Go and find the town that I can never ever find. We got. Oh, this would be fun. We do need to get rid of these guys because these, although they're not powerful, they can be quite a bit of a pain in the neck. I don't really want to move that one. I think we'll send this guy in. We'll put these armies together. Keep you moving that way. I think this army can kind of move down in this direction. Just start him moving out of this area. I think we'll move this army up through here, just to put down any rebellions that happen. I think what we're going to need to do is that doesn't make any difference. If the that reduces my food. So who's consuming all the food? You're -2 over here. You have 16. Right, it's wow. It's these guys causing the problems. So we're gonna substitute the taxes, and then yeah, it's these guys consuming. So we're just gonna throw away some money so that we can get this, because we've got 3 armies and navy all sat in here causing trouble. So do that. That gives us a guaranteed shield of 19 food. I think this army is... We're going to kind of risk moving this army out. I'm going to move these 2 armies together as well. I know it seems overkill, but there is another army floating around in this area. There he is. Haha. And I didn't want to get any of these armies actually ambushed. This army route about here. And we'll just move this army. Oh. Let's move this army down to here. Take a little bit of attrition. So we've kind of got these boxed in. I mean, I know they're inconsequential. They're just a general, but armies like that can be a real pain in the neck sometimes. We'll leave this army where it is. This army, I think you're quite happy. You don't have surplus food, but you've probably got nice supplies of food at the moment, haven't you? Yeah, I think let's move you over into here for the moment. Puts you a bit closer to this front line. Got elephants there. We got these armies here waiting to go. I think we'll just let these guys grow up for the moment. Let's just have a look. Are these they're not available at the moment? Oh, you are. So send you. I think we're going to risk sending you to Galatia just to see if you can have a bit of a bigger influence here. You're impoverished. Interesting. If we can give you something that will have, I'll give you that. There's nothing else about you. Is anything you can? Authority when leading an army, commerce, local rate. I don't want +5 faction. If we can give her that, I think. What's your husband like? Research rate faction wide. One is one gravitas. That's not bad actually. How's my politics? Politics is good. I think maybe we could do something with a wife as well. You can go to... I think you can go to Garara as well. Just turn off the show deceased. You're not really... You've got a few generals here. Maybe were... And you can go to Egypt. So we've got 4 agents out. Bound to get a few disasters, but that's the way it is. Look, what was the construction? Looked at that. And we've got a traveller's lodge here. Public order is pretty good. So we've got lots of armies in here. But we can take that up and that up. That'll give us more food. Eventually we will take this down because we don't really need this. I think it doesn't pay to put too much in construction in one settlement at the moment. We've got a homestead in Marv. Certainly would like to get some... I think we need food because Marv is still negative, so we put that in there. That should help as well. There's no public order. I think that's all we can do this turn, so we're just going to go in turn. I'd like to destroy Parthia in this part if possible. Okay, we're doing the auto resolve. In some ways that's worked out quite well actually, because that means I can destroy this army because they'll be trapped in the city. Okay, we've got a royal rival comes of age. Welcome to the party. Got a generous tribute. Your diplomats returned accompanied by a master horseman. Your cavalry recruits will be better trained. You've got troop morale penalty. We've got military subversion here. Child is born. And these guys are here. Oh, we're just...
Ready for orders. We take this settlement. None will escape.
And I think we'll just go for the auto resolve on this. That's one more Parthian army gone. As usual, my second army has taken major things. So build that, convert you to that, and the horses we were building there, wasn't it?
We hunger for battle. At once.
Just keep moving. See how long it takes to move armies across to here. Kath is exposed. There was an army. There he is. I think we're... Failed to sabotage. They didn't exposed. It's okay. This is a scratch army, so now there's a chance that these may try and come through here, cause a bit of mischief. And I would guess that the what we call it are trying to escape in this direction. So I think we're you around here. We've got military access, so leave this army there. We'll use the cavalry to hunt. I suppose it's part of the polite way of saying it. I'm not exactly sure. What's this? We cut off from supply lines. Okay, I think we're send this army up this way. And that gets you back on the supply lines. In fact, I think we're bringing you over into here. I know there's a chance that the supplies are... No, the supplies are still strong, so...
At your command.
This army's taking attrition, so we're gonna start moving this artillery army back. The artillery army is going to take a long time to get back over here, where our next war is going to be. But so we need to get the artillery back, because I certainly want to take out Galatia, because I want control of this area. So I'm afraid things are going to get a little bit creepy crawly going forward. Construction reports. We've got an agora here. We certainly want a library. We can take up the textiles. Wealth and commerce. Why did I come down this route? I think we'll convert you to a silk trader. We don't need growth here. We'll go for the water tank. And what is the? I think it's the brick dryer, isn't it? The one that's the most profitable. What's the benefit? Wealth from agriculture and farming. I think we'll go for the brick dryer there. Right, we've done that there. Is agora here? I'm a bit inclined to actually put supply pits in here. We come down the supply pit direction. That will give me some secondary support. Yeah, I think we'll come down this way for the moment. Because what that will mean is that the armies moving through here won't take attrition. It'll go 1, 2, 3. So it will give us the ability to operate there. We can always change it later on. Report Silk Road. Got a silver mine in Marv. What are we going to go for here? Big pile of cash. Yep. Go for a jeweler here. And then what else have we got? Merchant. And we've now got this area is pretty rock solid. We don't need to take this up just at the moment. We're kind of making quite a lot of cash, and I would like to just be able to see the benefits of this first. Resource lost. We got it back again, sorry. So I know, wait, I got an agent moving here. How much turns have you got? I think I'd like to get the agent up to say about here, so that we can, because when we attack, this is going to be our first line of attack. Oh no, actually it would be this. I don't really like taking the coastal ports when you've got navals. Nah, navy's knocking around. I said navals, didn't I? Right, you've got. You can't go just yet. You can get one more. Send you to Egypt. That's a surefire option. We'll send you to Knossos. Get you there. Anybody else that? Actually, anybody want a level up? We could give you that. That would give a bit more. Gives him cultural influence, but just kind of push these up as well. Kind of. He needs a promotion. You're gonna get influence public. Yeah, give him that. Why do you need to get married? How come you need to get married? Okay. Oh, because one of these is adopted, isn't it? It's Yeah, that confused me. I think where is she? There she is. Euphrasia. There. And of course we got 3, so we got another wave to send out. I think you can go to Pergamon. And we've got a whole load of. How's the Empire maintenance? Oh, good. But we can get you back now for a 12. There. How's the Empire maintenance now? We're down to 5%. That's good. Probably because the influence of the generals passing through. And we're just going to go for another intern. Oops, we got a whole load of extra stuff. Gods of War here. You need traditions, so you certainly want the campaign movement range. And so are you. Oh well. What are we going to make you? I think I'd like to get a little bit of diplomacy going actually. You could get that minor bonus affinity with all factions, cultural affinity whack for faction wide. I think we're going to go with that because we need to convert this area to make it a little bit more powerful. Kind of a bit inclined to go with that. Melee attack for elephant units. I don't think you've got any. I think we'll go with the. Oops. Go with you there. Oh, she's got reduced campaign movement range. That's a bit anti-social. Give him that. And chances of discovering hidden agents armies when generals. That could be useful. In fact, I think we'll give him that as well. Just give him a little bit more all-round capability. If he's got reduced movement range, then we might need to replace you with another general. Because you're going to be useless as a general. Maybe we'll make you into an admiral. And I think that's all we can do this turn, so we're just going to go for another end turn. Okay, your diplomat's been sent or death sentence onto East Public Province, technology penalty, garrison attrition. We've lost a diplomat from the Phanagonian thing there. There we go. So we've got Persades III, new royal character. So we've lost. So he's going to have to get married again. And maybe we'll be a bit safer now. And we'll send her out on a head to Granada again. Right, we'll start here.
Commander, advance! Your next command. Is that all?
I'm starting to wonder whether the Parthian army here has actually died. So I'm just gonna leave you here refurbishing. This army's pulled back, but it's too far away to be kidding me. Okay, we're gonna have to get in.
On the move. Our advance has been halted. None will escape.
I was going to fight this, but having the artillery in reverse order is going to be a little bit. So we're actually going to auto-resolve this, I think. Yeah, 90%. And that takes Parthia's last settlement. Oh, this army didn't take as much damage.
Commander,
So we've now got charge of here. This army is kind of out on its own now. I think we're going to move you down to here because we need to get you out of this area here. We've now got think we'll make you into an allied polis. Certainly want to knock you down, knock you down, knock you down. Convert you to... I think we're going to need public order here first. Now, this province is pretty abysmal, really. All you need to do is kind of put it into minimal support, life support mode. In fact, it's probably quite a good province to just literally switch off, to be honest. So we've now got that army here, province. We've got Parthian here, which is now effectively isolated. I think we're zap this guy. If we can fail to sabotage, isn't that a surprise? So we've got this army here. Where's that artillery army? I want you effectively just moving all the way back to here. So the effect, what you're doing is moving back to join the front line over there. And we got, how many armies we got up here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 armies here, which should be more than enough to deal with this. So I think this army can start to move back. You need to be rebuilt, so we need to get you kind of moving, get you back to here. We'll bring you through here. You can stop off here to get the more heavy archers. Place these two, and then you've got heavy archers. You're okay. One thing I forgot to do in the last part was we've got this guy here. I'd like him to adopt him. That gets him into our new family line here. It doesn't seem right to have somebody with a title over here in other nobles. And let me just see. You're still on the mission. You're complete. You're complete. You need to go on a mission. We'll send you to Rhodes. They really like us. They shouldn't kill her. And we need to send you. I think we'll send you to. A bit risky, but Egypt doesn't like us for some reason. Maybe we need to send you to Egypt. No, you're a daughter, so send you to Colossus as well. I need some expendable daughter. Yeah, the family tree is getting quite big. What we got here? Oh yeah, we can send you to Egypt. Because if you die, you die. You're expendable. So we've got you there. Construction reports. Okay. Construction complete. We got a subterranean aqueduct in Bukhara. And we're going to put the water tank there. Don't really want to spend a bit too much time on going through in this part. I think we can. That should give us a bit of rank to our faction leader. He also actively put down the rebellion. I think we're just going to have to leave this guy here until such time as he's actually to the public order here is really fixed. I just can't work out why this place is just so kind of unstable. I mean, what have we got here? Characters, military presence -8. It's probably this navy here that's not helping matters very much. I think what we're going to do is we're going to send the navy over to here, take him out of this area for the moment. I mean, I think you've got, well, you're not brilliant, but what we really need to do is research this. Oh, it's crane anyway, so 2 turns and we'll get that finished, and then we can start actually improving our public order. So that was a good decision. I'd like, the armies are moving back west now, so I think we're just move you there. We got the cavalry armies there. This is moving that way. I would like you kind of move over here. This army can just stay here for the moment. Then Nissa until this has got a garrison that can keep out local hostiles. Yeah, moving that way. Again, this army really needs to start making its way back west as well. So, and then what I'm going to need to do is choose an army here that's going to keep everybody happy. Truthfully, we don't need you taxed, to be honest. Then, of course, what we got to do is come up and deal with these guys. But getting up through here is going to be fun. And we're going to have to move in force. So we're going to need at least 2 armies working with the siege army here. Anyway, I think I've got one more. I think I've got time for one more end turn. I just want to see if Parthia is going to die as a nation. And it'd be good to see if we can actually get rid of them. But so we're just going to go for another end turn. Okay, we've got a new daughter comes of age. And we've lost a spy here. Got technology research penalty. Consequences of return, increased research and technology for civil. We've got increased public order in all provinces and a generous tribute. We've got Bakara over here. Here too. Right. We could take that up for some food and a little bit of public order. I think at the moment I just want to wait until some of this cultural stuff turns around a little bit. I mean, there's no rush. We're not exactly short of cash. I think I'm going to move the Horse Archer Army. There they are. There's the opposition there. We can chase him that way. This army, I want you to kind of come in this direction. Take you 3 turns to get into this area. I don't think, yeah, we've got rid of the back garrison there. You keep moving back that way. This is quite a good army. I'm going to have to find a scrappy army to... we're going to need to chase this guy. Right. This guy couldn't move, so... I think we will fight this very quickly, just because this should be the end of Parthia. And we should give them a good battle to send them off. I mean, they've got 4 cavalry, but we should be able to see the cavalry off. And start deployment. Got a little bit of a weak front line. We'll keep that hoplite. So, swordsman. We're gonna have to fend off the
Royal Thorax swordsmen.
cavalry, so we need to leave. Can't afford to leave our front line exposed. You guys can come on this side. Although truthfully, we can afford to take the casualties.
General. We await your command.
You were just leave as a defensive reserve.
Parthian cavalry.
And all in the center, we need to make sure.
Your command.
I always like my cavalry on the right, so I just fight this very quickly.
I stand with you today, confident of victory.
Of course, they're going to come charging at us.
And with victory.
Got here light missile infantry. Right, they've got their cavalry in the center here. Very heavy spear infantry. Didn't do any damage. I think we're actually it was always in our favor. Right, you fire at the super heavy. Gotta make sure these guys don't move, so gotcha. Archers, concentrate. We get their cavalry down, they're dead. You're down to 59. You're down to 32. 26 now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, I think we've destroyed their cavalry, so I'm going to start bringing up this way here. Yeah. We've effectively broken their...
Step archers! One of our units has used all its ammunition. Melee troops! Royal Thorax swordsmen! Melee infantry ready! Heavy archers!
Archers out. Archers out on that flank. Bring you up in support.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Block cav. You come out that way. Actually, you guys can stay back. Actually, put you on flaming shot. Just died. You go after those. You guys come around the back here. The archers back.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You chase those. You chase those. Oops. Fine, general. General, just make sure you kill those. Continue, just make sure we got them all dead. Because the last thing I want is just one unit hanging around, being a nuisance. We'd like to make sure these, so if we kill this very light spear infantry. Oh, he's still chasing another one. Got one guy here fleeing for his life. So he stopped, so quick battle, end battle. We lost 39, but that's okay. And we've exterminated this army here. And down they go. And that should be the end of Parthia. I'll just...
Make haste, men.
Okay. Don't tell me there's a Parthian army. Oh, look. Oh, we still got these idiots. Okay. Well, there's a good chance that they will... Oops, it's not there. It's just about here. There's a good chance that they will die on the next turn anyway, because they're effectively just a single general. And I think the game just removes single generals. So I think just to wind this part up, construction report. We've got the silk here, which I wasn't going to take up. And we've got the farming community and Amel. I certainly would like to take that up, just to push the public order as high as possible. We need to... Right, we need Agora, 2 Agoras. We certainly need that there. And what's the culture in here? 9%. I think what I'm going to do is break my normal rules and build a temple in here as well, so that we can, because we're going to need to get the culture converted here as quickly as possible. And we're going to send... I actually lost a buy, didn't I? I've only got 2 agents now, so we need to recruit a new agent here. I think I forgot about that. So we public order, local province, line of sight would be nice, but they haven't got it. Chance of success, I think we're you. You've got an immediate promotion, like self-defense. Don't really need that. Chance of evading enemy agents, yes. Critical success, wow. Okay, I'll take it. Ancillaries, well, +1 ancillary stolen from an enemy agent. Never run into that. Oh, line of sight, prepare an army. Minus 10%. Yeah, we'll go with that just to make sure they're well and truly armored. I don't think I can get any more agents. Let's just have a look. Just double check. Oh, we're governor. Can I lose a governor? Okay. Maybe... My instinct is to put a governor out here. Preferably... Do we have a governor here? No, I think we'll put a governor in Nissa. Because cultural conversion, yes, we're going to get that there. How is the culture in here now? 39%. Then what we can do is move the governor around here to convert everything in this area. Because we really need this place to become really rock solid. Hellenic, you're 53%. That's not bad. How about over here? Actually, this would probably be, this is our, like, yeah, this is still 50%. So 38%. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. But we do need to get this into a very strong Hellenic area so that it can be stable. So I don't need to keep... I'm most likely will keep one army in this area just for dealing with rebellions. But I don't want to have more armies than that, because what I'd like to do is bring them down one so that we can strike into the desert and possibly things there. Let me just... one more check of the daughters. You need to... you can go to... people increasingly don't like us, which is a cause for concern, but that's the way it is. Right, you're all fully converted now. You're done there. We got the daughter that was... where are you? You're finished. You're finished. Right, we've got this new daughter here. How are we doing politically? I need to be aware that you're a new daughter, so you can go to Egypt. There was another daughter in here that was doing stirring work. Yep. You can go to Carrara. He can get married, but we'll worry about that later on. I don't want to... it's more about getting enough daughters or wives in to be able to get the empire maintenance down. Let's have a quick look at what's going on here. This is 32%. I just can't understand why this can't be better. I mean, it's got producing 13 food. I just feel that we need to get this as high as possible, and hopefully things will work out. Right, we got Syria here. If I turn Syria back on for the money, yeah, see, minus 15. It's these guys. Look, they got a whole convention here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can imagine what the food supplies are here. Yeah, minus 22. Pergamon, could you give me one of your settlements so that we can take that diplomatically? You're minus 9, 4,000, but we don't actually have a cash shortage at the moment. Right, Sobia, you probably we could probably keep that, because that's, in this case, this place is a basket case. Scythia, Cappadocia. Again, I want to keep the options open for this, although this only produces squalor, but we're still producing that food. Right, we got reduction, but this is due to winter, so that's okay. Parza, you got minus 15. Don't really want to go for food here. Eventually this will come down, so we don't want to take that up. You're okay. You're okay. You're fairly solid. Again, we got lots of garrisons in this area. Bosporan, yep. Well, we take that up. That's food again, so we don't really want that. This is minus 8, but we've got war horses here. Part of me would like to take this down to make this into a very wealthy province, but that will have to wait. Actually, let me just think. Let's finish. Bactria. Again, we're just going to wait for Bactria. Mesopotamia. From a defensive perspective, what we'll probably do is we've got which province does Marv belong to? We got so I think this is the one that we'll probably leave a military fortress in. because it kind of runs up the center of the map, so it's a really good place to recruit should I need to bring an army up very quickly. We probably, I haven't removed an army. This doesn't have a army in it. Certainly don't want recruitment here or here. We keep this. We'll eventually remove the barracks here. In fact, I'm very tempted to remove the barracks at now. Kath is, but yeah, so because we got the ability to recruit there. Do we have the ability to recruit here? Yes, we do. We've got a large military. Right, I think it's time to start thinking for the future, and we're going to get rid of you, and then we'll get some more food into here, because this at the moment isn't, because we're using the warhorse pastures, which is just public order, and so that's not going to produce any food. Yeah, I don't think we need a military capability in here at the moment, because eventually we don't, that doesn't have it. Eventually we'll probably, oh, maybe not. Well, we might leave that in Parsa. And then once we got rid of these guys, this one can go, because we've got a barracks in Mesopotamia. We've got a barracks in Syria. This is the nomadic colony. A barracks here, but that's because we've got a threat there. And then we've got a barracks there. And of course, as we push out of this area, we can take away these barracks. Because we don't have a barracks in our home capital, but we got a thing. Yeah, I think we're okay from that perspective. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.